Alright, what's up guys? So this has been a while since I've actually made a video for my Apple Valley Astrologer YouTube channel, and or I guess on my Facebook page as well. Time out from the original video. So I'm just going to give you the short, sweet version if you get really tired of watching this, and or if this Pisces nebulous, not being able to pay attention to anything is affecting you as bad as it's affecting me. You're not going to make it through this whole video. So essentially I'm talking about how I'm actually finishing my website that I've been totally lagging on. I'm now catching up with the complementary charts, or the specific charts that I owe to my friend Judith. I'm doing a baby gift package for her. So Judith, I'm going to get on that. And then my friend Stephanie, who actually has gemstones available, we're going to be doing some trade things, so I'm going to be doing her chart as well. I'm sorry I didn't forget about you. And mentioning gemstones, that's basically what this whole video was inspired by. I made a ton of gemstone necklaces last night. I've been studying extensively on the effects, the health associations with, and the planetary associations with natal charts, etc., etc. And so I just felt like I'm just making up for lost time and feeling very inspired by this conjunction with Venus and Mercury in Aquarius, which is going over my MC. And I just hit the exact degree for my Saturn return. So, trying to grow up and take care of business, essentially. And then feeling motivated to get back to business on things I should be doing. It's essentially the motivation or the mood that I'm in. But unfortunately, I have to take it easy on anything that takes a lot of brain capacity or mental preparation, because yeah, I'm sure everybody else knows. But I'm gonna show really quick some of the necklaces that I've been making. Let's just bring over the whole pile. Like a kid, like on Halloween, trying to show their parents how all the candy they got. So this is the one that's currently on there. And normally I would be able to tell you exactly whichever one is, but I've been making so many of these, and I have them in all different kinds of colors. And if anybody knows anything about gemstones, a lot of the stones themselves or crystals themselves can come in different varieties of colors, and some of them look very similar to others. So it is pretty. I have pictures of them on my Facebook page, by the way, but I tried to do something different. Made one with like ribbon. That one's like a cute little heart one. Gonna try not to make this a long show and tell thing. This one I believe is amber. I can tell at least that one. And I actually went over to Seattle area and got these clasps for these, because these are not pre-drilled or anything. They're just tumbled stones.
From Jerry's Rockin' Gem, by the way.
Yeah, Jerry's Rockin' Gem. That place awesome. I was never able to find it, and they even said that Google messes up on their directions all the time. That's why I haven't been there yet. But I stumbled upon it when we just were randomly cruising through town. I was like, oh my gosh.
Well, when Kent right across from Caveman Kitchen, you can't miss it.
Well, thanks, boo.
Yep.
You should have told me that before.
Well, you weren't looking for it before.
Yes, I was. Somebody said that one looks like a heart. So I try to make them with a little bit different varieties. I have some with ribbon, some with hemp, and then some with actual jewelry, wire. I'm liking the ribbon thing. That one I think is, people want to call it onyx, but it's that malachite. There we go, malachite. That's what I want to say. Alright. I thought this one was pretty cool. I'm going to be going down to my local natural food store, because they actually started they put like a novelty case up front that had just some crystals in it. They weren't even like on any jewelry or anything. They're just randomly selling them, and people that are locals trying to sell just some novelty things. So I'm probably going to go down there, and I've already talked to them and they said they'd be interested, so I'm trying to make things that look a little bit more, I don't want to say stereotypical hippie-ish, but natural kind of thing. And then of course this one is for Libra. Made it all flashy. It's got crystal quartz beads, and then I think that's a clear quartz. And then this one I believe is a moss agate, or it might be adventurine. And then this last one here is actually already sold. Happened to be posting these as I was making them, and somebody on my Facebook said, "Oh, hey, like I really want one of those." I'm like, "What kind of rock do you want?" They're like, "I want onyx." I'm like, "Hey, I have onyx." So I made it right then and there.
That's one for you Leos, I believe.
Yep. And then that is, I think that one might be Adventuring, or it might be Moss Agate. I'm not totally sure. But yeah, so that was supposed to be really short, but those are all my new little creations. And as I said, anything that's going to be in the Astro Shop on the Apple Valley Astrology page, it's not going to be a streamlined thing. It's not going to be available for all different signs. It's just going to be,
She makes them.
yeah, get them while you see them. And if the image is no longer there, the item is no longer available. And if you have any further questions about it, just hit me up. I'm online all the time. And so, time back in. If you actually want to stick around and listen to the rest of this crap that I say, then go for it. Pretty much spam both of them with the same videos, so regardless, it's been a minute. So I thought I would just take the opportunity to update people on some things. Obviously, I've had my website, theapplevalleyAstrologer.com, for quite some time now, too long for it not to be completely finished. So me being an indecisive Libra as per usual, I gutted it, didn't like the way it looked, and that's all. That is my one problem with it, so I should just get over it, and I am. So I'm just focusing on just putting the bare bones information in there, and right now I am working on adding all of my gemstone information, the benefits, and just the different associations with certain gems and certain signs and planetary placements, etc., so people can understand what is the hype with the occult or metaphysical community with gemstones and crystals for healing purposes, or the folklore of it bringing good luck. I say folklore, and I use the quotations because there is no scientific measure or any kind of concrete evidence that science has been able to present to validate the testimonies from people that have felt that it has helped them. A lot of the crystals do different things. Some of them just help with like nervousness, anxiety. Some of them feel like it's just calming, like their energy in general. It may help with emotional or temperamental issues. And some people actually believe that there's some that would protect you from evil. That's going more into the Vedic kind of Eastern astrology concepts, but I give everything at least a shot, so I don't try to segregate and say only the Western astrology gemstones, associations are legit. It hasn't been proven or disproven. So, and I also, myself, my boyfriend was very nice, and he asked me at some point, like, what's my stone, and he got me an opal. He actually got me a fire opal. And throughout my recent studies thoroughly with gemstones and crystals, I found out that not only opal is associated with Libra, and it can be associated with Scorpio as well, but fire opal is associated with the planet Uranus. And I have a significant Uranian signature in my chart, which also, me having an Aquarius MC, magnifies that even more. So I have a lot of chaotic, random things that happen throughout my life. I wouldn't say throughout my life, I think it's like a daily thing. And it comes and goes, just like Uranus, it's unpredictable. And I don't know if it was actually making the situations a little bit less tense and crazy, or if it was just bringing down my anxiety from all the animosity, hostility, or tension going on. But that was before I even knew that it's supposed to curb the negative effects of Uranus's influence, which would be that erratic mental energy. So I find that interesting that I didn't know that, and I noticed a difference. And the only reason why I went from noticing a difference because it was a gift and it was for my boyfriend, so I was like, oh my god, so I wore it every day, and then all of a sudden one day it broke.
Yeah, I made a nice little rosary out of it, and it just died.
Like everything I touch. Well, you haven't died yet, boo. You haven't died
Not yet.
But I keep saving him, though, so I guess, it cancels out. But, So it ended up breaking, and I actually kept it in my pocket for a couple days because I went about a week without it, and there wasn't anything, out of the ordinary, weird going on. Like, I worked in retail, but it wasn't like Black Friday or anything crazy. There wasn't any kind of weird new situations going on. It was just the same, daily grind, and it just seemed like it was really just getting too much, and I was just going off the handle. And I happened to mention it jokingly to one of my friends, and I was like, I've been a lot, more even killed when they're just in temperament wise when I had that damn opal with me. So I put it in my pocket for the following week, and I seemed to be a little bit better, but that could also be, the placebo effect if I think that was helping. But the previous time, it was showing some significant difference. So that being said, that's my personal validation. So I've also spoken with other people who feel like certain crystals have helped them before. There's also the whole, what would it be? Not genealogy, boo, because
That must be genetics.
talking about like the study of rocks.
Geology?
That's what I was going for. Yeah, see? I was like, God damn it, I knew it. I could spell it out, but I can't say it. I'm fucking dyslexic, I swear. So, geology or whatever, there's certain rocks, minerals, that are able to pick up on electromagnetic fields. Don't quote me, because I don't know the actual breakdown mechanics of which ones do and how they, went about testing this and collecting the data, etc., etc. I'm just reading from some actual studies and research papers. So there's evidence that electromagnetic waves of some kind can be either picked up or channeled through, or whatever, however they were able to confirm that through certain rocks and minerals. Therefore, if they can hold or absorb electromagnetic charge, and we obviously have that in ourselves, there has to be some sort of energy exchange going on, or absorption, or whatever. So there's that concept as well. And then also the folklore of just, good luck charms, talismans. And then some people just like them for the aesthetics. That was honestly the reason why I thought it was cool. Because
nice deep red.
Yeah, well, because I like unique things. I don't like to have the same bullshit. Like, if my boyfriend went out and got me a $10,000 diamond engagement ring, I would not be impressed. Not because I want a $20,000 one, but because it looks like everybody else's thing they put on their fucking finger. So it just doesn't interest me. So he made me something unique, and I thought that was really cool. So, and then I just happened to realize that there was some sort of benefits to that. And that's when I started to look into this a little bit more. I always wanted to offer some gemstone jewelry with some of my crafts that I do, since I'm a jack of all trades. Essentially, I like to do anything creative-wise, and having a Gemini rising, I want to do it all, so I'm going to try to do it all. And so I always liked doing crafts and making jewelry, and it just so happened that gemstones were associated with astrology. And then, go figure, they actually do have, theoretically, some benefits. Even, I've looked into it, apparently you can do massages with the crystals too, like if you have, obviously, the ones that are tumbled, that are smoothed out, that there's certain rocks, I think quartz specifically, if you get larger pieces and use it like as a massage ball kind of thing, apparently it's supposed to help with some things. I will go more into that on my website, because there's a lengthy list. And so I will be posting random items that I will be selling. At first I tried to make it like a streamlined thing where I had it for every sign, and I just don't have the focus to make that look streamlined and have it all available and it be quality to what I want it to be. So instead of having like everything for everybody, it's gonna be kind of like just an eBay page or something like that, or one of those, craft pages, I can't remember the name of it, where I'm just going to be making specialty pieces or whatever just comes to mind, or custom requests. that is my preferred method, honestly, because I could make all kinds of things, but I do really great with feedback or giving me some ideas, especially since that's something that somebody would want. So I welcome custom requests or any kind of suggestions or anything. And so I'm just going to be making little gift bundle packs. I've decided I'm also going to have some printed or print screen coffee mugs and include some sample teas in those, so it would be more of a gift set and for people so they don't feel like they just want to buy like a little sample tea thing. It'll give it a little bit more bang for your buck. And then also if somebody happens to like the tea, they're more than welcome to order a larger quantity. So, and they can just kind of discuss that with me, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to make the Astro Shop a huge streamlined thing like I really wanted to, because I'm just not going to be able to maintain that. I don't think I'm going to be able to produce all that to the best quality that I would want and that everybody would deserve. And even after that, I don't think, unless I continue to recreate the same things over and over again, which is definitely not something that I do well. Like, I can make quality work, but asking me to create the same thing multiple times over and over, it's never going to be the exact same. So I should definitely go with just more of the custom, unique pieces. So that being said, I'll just have random images and the prices up and the shipping and just a little bit of a description. If you need more information, just email me, whatever email link is there, or you can just contact me on my Facebook page as well. And if the actual image goes down, it's gone. Just assume that thing is gone. So kind of get it while you can. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to be making duplicates of these things. Once I actually do a transaction and the money is exchanged and I sell it to someone, I will go on to the page and I will pull that image down and it'll be gone. And that will be how you'll be able to tell that gift item or that novelty item will no longer be available. So I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. And I remembered I had just the chart open for today, because I figured I would talk about that since I usually do. So you notice that there's a bunch of Pisces going on right now, so that makes it really hard to focus and keep I know I babble a lot anyway, but like being able to keep my whole point and whatever. Yeah, I don't even have to explain anymore. You should be able to. I know that sometimes I'm an airhead and I just babble and I don't make sense, but it's even worse now, and I'm sure you could tell. So, and you see that we have the sun almost conjunct with Neptune. So when that's in a natal chart, that's somebody who has issues expressing themselves or developing their own identity or understanding who they are or what they want to do with their life. And so if you kind of impose that on the transit time right now, the way that's going to influence people is that they're not going to be able to get their point across, they're not going to be able to discuss or express things, and they're going to lose their train of thought a lot. And that's even more emphasized with all this stellum of Pisces energy going on. And then also we have these multiple aspects that are making it oh so difficult as well. Why does that keep coming up? Whatever. So you see we have this T-square right now with Saturn at the top, and it's with your God, I'm looking right at it. It's Jupiter. Jupiter, and then it goes over to Chiron and Pisces. So I've gone over the T-square before. I'm not even going to go into that because I'm afraid that I will never get to my actual point. And then we have another T-square with Pluto at the top, and then we have Lilith and Uranus. And I go over that T-square all the time and talking about, you know, some revolutionary thing, changing like the massive collective establishment through manipulative means of law, government, rules, monarch, establishment, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not going to go any further than that. See, and the fact that I could at least finish that train of thought just says right there how much I fucking talk about that. But anyway, so beyond the T-squares obviously going on, we obviously still have that opposition with Jupiter and... Oh, it's not directly with Neptune anymore, but because it's the stellium, it's still going to have some similar effects. But we also do have Jupiter in retrograde right now, and I can't wait till it's September when Jupiter goes into Libra, because this whole acid trip that I feel like the entire world is on. See, this always comes up when I'm doing a video. Do you want to change the color scheme to improve performance? Why? Only comes up when I'm doing videos. I don't get it. Anyway, so I'm trying to think here. This is not easy. Well, anyway, so me being a Libra, Venus obviously one of my major planets, and Gemini rising, Mercury is my key planet as well. They're both in Aquarius. Aquarius is my MC. That's why I feel so motivated to do all of these projects. And by the way, I have a couple of people that I was either offering, a complimentary chart or whatever. I will get to that now because I'm feeling all this motivated. I know I'm horrible and didn't get to it. I believe it's my friend Stephanie and my friend Judith. Judith, it's complimentary. It was a baby shower gift, and I'm going to put together my first baby reading package. So, because obviously I wouldn't be telling her the same thing that I would be telling her adult child, obviously when the kid's born. So that's going to be an experiment, and it'll be something that I'll offer at some point, and I will, ask her kindly to give me a review so people can see how well that was, and if anybody else is interested in that at some point. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop now because I feel like this will never end. Oh my god, it's under 20 minutes. I feel proud of myself. I'm done. Goodbye.